you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. This shit in space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim. You risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is your pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting the world mine, cause I want to. My lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Second down, here's Willis.
This taken in by Jakeem Grant.
On the move past the 40.
Touchdown, Titans! Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Titans go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
Wide open receiver complete. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Chigakonkwo
from 19 yards away.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This defense for the Titans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. Are back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Etienne up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
60 Bison.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
The Titans at 500, it's 6 and 6. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Willis.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
More in here before the quarter breaks.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, what a catch by Burks.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. He gets it to Burks again.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Henry will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple of more times?
Henry again.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Titans have moved out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Balaj. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kalen Balaj taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Lawrence. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Lawrence.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Henry up the middle.
On the move past the 40. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon. And the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
On play action, Lawrence.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
And right side, Henry's got it. Powers through it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Last play of the half, Willis.
He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Basham came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
61, match box right.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Second down and 7. To throw, here's Willis.
And here he's got Grant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
1st and 10, Willis.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
Runs over him. Touchdown! Austin Hooper from 8 yards out.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
56.
On the counter, Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Jaguars.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big gap, big gap, big gap. Watch the safety creep. Watch twins. Watch twins. Show it up. Show it up. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 76 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
56 is the mic.
Play action. It's Lawrence. On the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Everyone got 4 down.
Here's Willis. Looking middle, and that's complete. he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 39, Willis, flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Willis back to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Again to Henry. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Willis looking to pass it.
Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one.
This to perhaps salt this one away.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunity